going? Hola.
Morning,
All right.
Morning.
You're bilingual. Good.
Buenos días.
Hola, buenos días. ¿Cómo amanecieron?
It was an early start for almost 200 middle school students in Weslaco for a first-time visit to STC's technology campus in South McAllen off of Military Highway. Weslaco ISD students are here to learn about careers in precision manufacturing, welding, and diesel mechanics, considered three of the most progressive and employable fields in the Valley's immediate future.
One thing that's very important about today is that you are the first that will be part of a career in technology early college high school. There are other early college high schools, but they're academic, they're not in the vocational field. Right now, the vocational field has really gained a lot of momentum with the shale drilling that's occurring in Central Texas. So there's a very high demand for these kind of fields. And the beauty of it is that you're going to have an associate's degree, which means that 2 years of college. So when you finish and you say, you know what, I want to continue going to college, you can do that. But you only need 2 years because you've already got 2 years worth of college. But if you say, you know what, I want to go ahead and go to work, you'll have that opportunity because you'll be certified.
This is the first phase in the district's new initiative to create what is being called WISD's 21st Century Career and Technology Education Early College High School. It's the first of its kind in the state of Texas, where only 5 applications were approved, and now Weslaco ISD has an obligation and is eager to open its doors to 100 incoming freshmen this fall.
Just to let you know, regular students, like once they've graduated from high school, they come back to STC to want to get an associate's. For example, in welding, a lot of these kids, right now there's a waiting list. 150 kids are trying to get in. And guess what? They can't get in because we don't have the space. They're already filled the slots. And you guys have the opportunity to take these courses at your high school and earn an associate's.
Since the college school year had already ended at STC, tours mainly featured the facilities and introductions from some of the instructors.
From cylindrical to square blocks, you can make absolutely anything.
Their first stop was in the working laboratories of precision manufacturing. Some of the tools used in this lab could cut metal to such fine detail.
This was made by our chair. He was a student when he did this.
Students were told that jobs in precision manufacturing could bring in as much as $40,000 a year right after earning their associate's degree. The group then moved on to diesel mechanics.
You get to take apart the engine, and then you put it back together, and it has to start.
Educators at STC say technicians in diesel mechanics are in high demand, since the Valley has an international border to Mexico. Transporting goods in and out of the country means a high volume of diesel trucks that need constant maintenance and service. Salaries for diesel mechanics range from between $50,000 to $100,000 a year. The welding program was mostly outdoors and students could only see through gated fencing.
As far as the curriculum goes, it's going to be a lot of hands-on.
But they learned that the highest paying jobs were underwater welding, with salaries as high as $300,000 a year.
Though you want to make really big money, it will be overseas. Overseas, when you're going to other countries, that's where you can make up to $300,000 a year as a welder.
One similarity between all three professions are that they are not tied to the Valley. Students graduating with their associate's degree could live anywhere, even offshore, and earn comfortable salaries.
Anybody need one? Thank you. I want to see you guys.
Over 300 applications were handed out, but administrators of the new CTE Early College High School say
that we only have 100 slots available. So if you've already applied, thank you. If you have not applied, we have applications for you. You need to submit those applications to your chaperones today.
But the most difficult task for Weslaco ISD is getting ready to open its doors in the fall of this year. So immediately after the tour at STC, we visited another school with the same deadline. The Mission CISD is one of the other school districts in the state to be awarded the grant, but the difference between WISD and MCISD is they had a 2-year head start by opening their first academic early college high school.
It's an awesome experience. You get to attend college, and it's a whole different level, whole different ballgame.
We toured their dozen or so portable buildings located on the same property as Mission High School.
We were able to utilize these portables here. So that was our first challenge, okay, was the facilities. And then
Together, we established the differences between an academic and vocational early college high school, but there were few, if any, differences in how the school was organized and operated. The location for the CTE Early College High School for Weslaco will be at the Louis Black campus. The buildings are structurally sound, all the essential elements are in place, and more importantly, there is room to grow the program. The superintendent is currently looking to fill the position of high school principal, and as soon as the principal is in place, selecting teachers and support staff will occur immediately after. So for now, fresh coats of paint, some spring cleaning, and maybe some relocating of programs that are already using parts of the facility. With all the work that needs to happen before fall classes begin, this summer will be a full-out sprint. Say hi.
Hi. Hi.
Let's go.
So if you're a student and just finishing up the 8th grade going into high school next year, and you're interested in a career in either precision manufacturing, diesel mechanics, or welding, there still may be time to apply. Space is limited, so you'll need to act quickly to secure your seat.
This is all Weslaco ISD, is that correct? Yes. That's right.
Remember the salaries we mentioned earlier in the story? And remember what Dr. Alejandro said? You can be graduating high school with a college associate's degree in either of the 3 fields and can decide to either continue your education or go straight into the workforce with a comfortable salary.
You are trailblazers. You are opening the door to a brand new area. You are the first ones, the very first ones that are going to be going through something like this. Everybody else is going to be watching you and saying, are they going to be successful? But you know what? We're from Weslaco. So the answer to that question is what? Are we going to be successful? Yes or no? Yes. Most definitely.
I'm Steve Valdez reporting for KWES TV.